Hey there, Ranger Nation. It's Nate, and welcome to the Webcast with Attitude, LR4. And this is episode 166. Dino Night, ready to strike. There's a reason for that because it has to deal with this. So you'll see that at the end of the episode. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to cover. But before we do that, let me introduce you to my more phenomenal co-host. We got Rick.
Hey.
We got David.
Hey.
Which he forgot to unmute his mic, but you know, it happens. So, how was everybody's week? Let me start with Rick. Rick, how was your week?
It was all right.
Yeah. David, how was your week, man?
Good. As I said before the webcast, I finally saw Doctor Strange and I enjoyed it. And I also got some exciting news to share. I'm going to be an uncle.
Dude, congratulations on that, man. I read about that. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm excited.
Now you get to spoil them and then
send them home.
Send them back to your sibling. Like, hey, guess what? I gave him a lot of sugar. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. When you're a kid, you gotta have the sugar. I mean, you gotta have that sugar for the kid. I mean, come on. You can't just deny the kid the sugar. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, Rick and I, we went to my friend's wedding.
Cool.
And it was good. A lot of pizza left over. So, yeah. I think I saw somebody take a full box of pizza with them home. And I'm like, well, there you go. They're going to have plenty of pizza left over for their... So what do you have for dinner? Pizza. What do we have for lunch? Pizza. What do we have for breakfast? Pizza.
What you didn't notice is that it wasn't pizza in the box.
Huh? What was in the box?
No idea. Whatever can fit into that size of a pizza box was in there, not pizza.
Oh, so it was like a box with just random stuff in it?
Yeah, why not?
Really, Rick?
I have no idea what was actually in there, or if it was pizza.
Dude, that thing's freaking huge.
It is a shame that you would assume the contents of the box without knowing.
Dude, there was a freaking box still with a lot of slices of pizza.
Yes.
So
there were several boxes with many slices of pizza.
So, but yeah.
But how do you know they took one that actually still had pizza in it and not an empty box? Or a box that they threw something else in?
I'm pretty sure it had to be
a pizza. You assume?
Box with pizza. I think it was a box with pizza in it. So that's all I'm going to go, and that's what I'm sticking with.
It was probably sand.
Oh, dear God, that's right. I remember that. They had a beach-themed wedding, so it was really a good one.
So anyway, those petals that the kids cleaned out of the sand as we were leaving. You know, just time travel.
Very quick before we move on to our topics of this week, I just wanted to congratulate my friend Ryan and Christy. I hope you guys are enjoying your honeymoon, and we'll be hanging out whenever you guys are available. So, congratulations, guys, and congratulations to you, David, on becoming an uncle.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and move on to the topic. We're going to start with Power Rangers Lightning Collection. So here we go. So first off, this was on the tweet at the first of this month, like the 3rd of this month, saying, since we have been feeling the love today from you, Ranger Nation, we wanted to share a little preview of what's to come. Wild Force Blue. And stick with us in 2023 because we're shifting into high gear. Now, before we move on to the look at Wild Force Blue in Wave 12, which we haven't got anything else from the Wave yet. All we know is so far is Wild Force Blue is part of the Wave 12, and then Lost Galaxy Green is part of Wave 12, and then Dino Thunder Yellow is part of Wave 12, and then another Black Ranger variant. It's Mighty Morphin Black is supposed to be part, which is going to be it's more likely going to be Adam. That's the only thing I can think of. Let's get into this little tidbit.
Actually, I just thought of another version that they could do.
Can we save it until after we talk about this?
Sure.
Thank you.
Now let's see if I remember.
We'll live. Anyway, so Now it says and stick with us in 2023 because we are shifting into high gear. Now, people are trying to establish, does this have to do with 30th anniversary next year? Or does this have to do with what's to come in 2023 of the Lightning Collection? What other seasons they're going to do? Now, I'm guessing turbo. Shift into high gear, like shift into high gear theme song. Possibility. And then there was possibly RPM. That might be another one.
Yeah.
But let me go to Rick. Rick, what do you think this whole tidbit, because we are shifting into high gear, what do you think that entails? Or if that's just,
I mean, honestly, I hope it does mean that they're going to start having more releases, or they're actually going to not be delaying things. Because a lot of delays this last year. But also, I mean, think about this. Wave 12 may be, I think, the only wave coming out this year.
I believe so, because if it's coming out later,
probably
that's more than likely.
Well, Wave 11, sorry. Wave 12 isn't. Is Wave 12 this year?
Yeah, Wave 12 is this year. Wave 11 has already been spotted because that was Wild Force,
Lunar Wolf
Ranger, and Cog, and
yeah.
Which Rick was good enough to find when we were at GameStop, we found that. I'm like, okay, so we're good.
And they were the correct version. Then we went over to Walmart, and they had the 5 stripes white boots.
So that was a variant that I'm glad we did not go for. So anyway, let me
so close. I mean, they're literally almost in the same parking lot, and they had 2 different versions. So
All right. So David, what do you think this means?
I think it definitely means both, like for the 30th anniversary, and as you said, maybe shifting to turbo, but I'm not totally sure. So
or Operation Overdrive. You never know, because they might. I mean,
oh yeah, that's right. They haven't come out with any of those yet from that
but
season.
This is all speculation. This could be maybe nothing. They're just a little play on words. So who knows?
Yeah, it's just an expression.
Well, we know if we use certain words, it'll drive the fan base nutty.
Yep, more than likely. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and show you the picture, the look. Oh, by the way, it says hashtag I love Power Rangers. A fan started this, and it got the attention of Power Rangers, so that was pretty cool. So here's a little look at the Wild Force Blue Ranger Lightning Collection Wave 12. And look at this.
Oh, wow.
Has what looks to be all 3. Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah, he's got his 3 He's got his 3 stripes. He's got his blue boots, and they actually gave him his holster.
Yes, but if you look at the handle, it's blue. That's kind of a mistake on that part. That's the only part that was mistaken. But that could be an easy fix.
I don't even care.
But I'm just pointing out.
I'll take a blue handle. It's better than some of the other mistakes they've made.
Well, the thing is, what if they don't even do any detail on the crystal, like the crystal that goes into the thing?
Oh,
then
we need to turn around and
so they need to fix that
headquarters and relocate it to the moon.
So they just need to,
nice and gently, like I said, of course, no violence.
Now, guys, this is just a prototype of what they have shown us right here.
So criticize.
There's nothing,
but do it in good, corrective, polite criticism, and use the hashtag of I love Power Rangers. So please correct this issue.
Now, this was announced on
Twitter. You do this,
right? And this was announced on Twitter. It wasn't announced on Power Rangers Facebook page or their Instagram. It was announced on their Twitter page, because this is where it started, the hashtag. So hopefully we get more news on what's to come of the Lightning Collection wave. But we'll have to wait and see. But guys, we did get another reveal, which wasn't just on just on Twitter. It was all over their Power Ranger social medias, which was Power Rangers on Facebook, Power Rangers on Twitter, Power Rangers on Instagram. And guys, we have been wanting this, and I know David is very excited about this as much as I am. Guys, we are finally getting a Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger helmet and Power
That's
Ranger.
right. Oh my God, I saw that. Yes.
We
I
are
forgot
finally
about
getting that.
You see,
So
I need
hold
the
on,
money
Rick.
for sword.
Yeah, Rick.
so I can
Hold
buy
on. Rick, let me get this out here. I need to get this out here, and I'll let you talk. I will let you talk. I promise. I always let you talk. You know that. And he's.
Uh,
It is what it is.
yeah.
But yeah, so there is a look at that, and here's some more pictures right here. And as you can see right here, guys, they do collapse, and let's look at the helmet. Okay, yeah. So let me go to Rick. Rick, go ahead and say what you wanted to say, man.
Sorry.
You're good.
So with this, it shows that during Pink Ranger Month, they messed up by not releasing Power Bow. Then also, now that they're releasing the Power Lances, kind of got to get the Power Sword and the Lances, and hopefully eventually the other three, so we can have the full Power Blaster. Because if they don't have the stuff for the axe and the bow to form the Power Blaster when those are released, Hasbro's going to miss out on a perfect opportunity.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea.
It's going to be like a $800 Power Blaster at this point.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and go back a little back in time here. When me and Rick and David discussed a HasLab idea, which was the HasLab Lightning Collection Power Blaster. Now, with them doing the Lightning Collection Power Blaster, no Lightning Collection power weapons that go on that combine to make the Power Blaster, this kind of gives a little bit of a showing that they are planning to release more of these. So with this saying, I like how it extends, and it does come with a stand, so it's pretty cool. I mean, it looks great. And we got a power and another Ranger helmet. So that means we are more likely going to get more.
I wish I got the other helmets as well.
We're more likely going to get green at some point. We're probably going to be getting the Black Ranger helmet at some point and the Yellow Ranger helmet. So, yeah. So, we'll be getting – so it looks like that. David, man, what do you think of the helmet and the lance?
Oh, very, very cool. I'm so glad that the Blue Ranger has come out. I still haven't gotten the red one yet. But yeah.
Yeah, looks like that.
The pricing, that's the hard part.
Well, it's around 130 something. That's not as bad as the Power Sword is, but
yeah,
I've got to say though, it's cool though, because I mean, I was questioning, in my opinion, guys. I was questioning like, how are they going to do the Power Lance, and how are they gonna, with the because it has to be a good length.
Yeah.
And this is 55 inches in length. So, and as you guys can see, it collapses when he has it in those separate type of lance comes apart. So,
and I've noticed two different versions of the display.
Yeah, if you look at it, because it does have the option to change the holder of the display, and then you could put it up to have the lance being able to display as well. So it gives you those options. I do like that. But yeah, guys, I'm very happy about this. Now, before we move on from this topic, I want to say something.
Hmm.
I can tell you right now that more than likely that if we have a sorry about that, guys. That would more than likely they will re-show this item during a Power Rangers fan first Hasbro Pulse event.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely. So, guys, they will recap this. I just want to let you know, more than likely that's going to happen. And, so just be prepared for that.
That
They're gonna
and the helmet.
and the helmet, yeah. So it's like it's not going to be a big deal. I mean, yeah, they want to try to promote it as much as they can, but it's great. We're actually getting more power weapons and representing other Ranger colors in Mighty Morphin, and I'm happy about that because Bandai really didn't have a chance to do that after. I mean, they skipped. They skipped through the power, the role playing items in the Legacy line a lot. They only got the power. We only got the power sword. We only got the blade blaster. We only got Saba. We only got the dragon dagger, and then we've got the
Zeo power staff,
which was and then and the blade blaster. So guys, they skipped out on opportunities for Mighty Morphin, except for the Zords. Even the Zords though, they didn't do Tor, the Shuttle Zord, and they didn't even finish with the Shogun Megazord or nothing. It's like, but with everything planned, I do like how we are finally getting more weapons. Rick, but what would you like to say before we move on from this topic?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's interesting. I wish I had the funds to afford the weapons because it's definitely something I would find a place to make room for. So here's hoping that I'll find them on clearance somewhere eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Or somewhere I can make a payment plan. Actually, I think I know the perfect place. I might actually do this.
David, what about you, man?
As I said before about the helmet, just awesome. Yeah.
And what about the Power Lance? What do you think of the Power Lance?
Very cool.
Yeah, so Rick, you said something about there could be another Black Ranger variant they could do.
Yes. Remember the comic series, Power Rangers Pink?
That's a good point.
Considering then there's actually two that they could be doing. Others. Because Power Rangers Pink, which would still be Zach.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I bring that up is because they've already shown that they're willing to do the comics.
Yep, really heavily.
Means they could do Billy as the Black Ranger from the.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Color shift.
But I would have to say they would probably do that as a 2-pack. Consider they did that already with the color.
Right, they did that with Jason and Trini. But remember, Billy is the Black Ranger, Zach is the Pink Ranger, Kimberly is the Blue Ranger. They could do Billy separately and then do Zach and Kimberly in a 2-pack.
Very true. But, guys, like I said, once we get more news on the Lightning Collection, we already have news about this and the look at Wild Force Blue. Just awesome, and I'm really happy about that. So let's see what else. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic, which is Jonathan Entwistle's Power Rangers. So if you guys, sorry. So if you look right here, it says right here, creator and director of the Netflix, The End of the Effin' World. I love that. And I'm Not Okay With This. Fred and Ginger and The Power Rangers. Now, people were assuming that's probably going to be the title of the new universe, the movie, and the series that Jonathan Edwards was going to be working on after the 30th anniversary. But moving on to the next part of this topic. What's missing in this one?
The Power Rangers.
And Fred and Ginger. So a lot of fans are speculating that this was up there and then now it's gone, thinking that maybe Jonathan Edwards was no longer attached to the new universe generation, the new universe project. That's what people are speculating. There's no
confirmation either way.
Exactly. Not until we hear more. I mean, we haven't heard a lot about what's going on with Jonathan Edwards. All we heard is his plans, that it's a complete start over. Basically they're starting over, they're rebooting it and doing their own thing. So there's a lot of questions that is up in the air. What's happening with this? I mean, like I said, we know as much as you guys do, which is pretty much not a lot.
Nada.
Exactly. Now, with that said, it's not saying that he's not a part of the project anymore. A lot of people are speculating that. So
it's saying shut up and wait.
Basically, yeah.
Just a lot nicer than I just said it.
So, Rick, what would you have to say about this whole thing about this topic right here and what's happening?
Well, as we've stated, we know that for 100%, anything that someone changes on their Twitter bio is absolutely representing fact in the real world. So by removing it, he's officially been removed from doing those projects. He's probably now at home crying that he doesn't get to, and we're probably going to get more scene by scene Super Sentai. And yes, I'm joking. At the end of the day, we need to sit back and just be like, okay. And if he's attached to it in the end, so be it. If not, well, maybe they'll get someone who's just as committed. Well, okay, hopefully better committed. But you get the idea,
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hope they don't pull a Disney after RPM and be like, okay, we're going to remaster.
Oh.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Don't ever do that again. David, but what do you think, man? What is your take on all this?
I think maybe since it's not there anymore, I guess he really isn't attached to it after all. So yeah, it's a little bit confusing, but
well, yeah. Right, but that could mean anything. It could mean that Hasbro said, yeah, we not ready for this yet, so could you just please take it off your Twitter for now until we figure out what we're doing with it. Because, there's no source saying, originally there was a news article saying that he's attached to it, and now this. So, guys, we don't know what is going on with this project.
Yeah.
But once we get more news on it, we'll definitely post it.
Hasbro said, hey, you need to shut up. You told people too much.
Right, but,
You know how these fans are. They're psychotic.
Well,
you give them a vowel, they'll turn around and interpret it.
So anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic, which is...
They'll turn it into a complete series with a cast and storyline.
We're going to move, like I said, we'll move on to the next topic, which is Super Sentai, and this is a Memorial Edition changer. And that is the Kirame Changer. Kirame Changer, I think that's what it's called.
Yep.
Well, it's a changer from Cure Major.
That thing.
Yeah. And here's a little bit of a look at that. Looks cool.
Yeah.
And of course, they're going to add, they have a button on there where you can press it, and it will say a lot of quotes from the cast members of the show. And also includes some of the voices from the vehicles as well. And here's some of the cool things. It comes with a sketchbook that Kirame Red had. And it has a lot of the sketches in that book, which includes the sketch of the suits the villain, and then you've got this thing is going to come with a lot. This Merle edition comes with a lot of stuff. Here's a little better look at the sketchbook. And here is the sample of the box art when it's going to be released. Now, I think I did post this in the, it's in the, so you guys look on the, on the description, it is in there right now. I will be trying to post a link to later, sometime this week, or maybe later tonight. I'll post a link for the Blue Ranger's helmet. Yeah, we're good. And the Power Lance as well. I'll make sure to post links to that so you guys can order it. But yeah, Rick, what do you think of? Because this is from what's called. Let me see what it's called.
It's cool.
Bandai Namco.
I think it's a little sooner than they should have released it, considering that series was just a couple years ago.
Very true,
you could have gone Go Buster to Cruiser.
I wouldn't mind Takuja. That'd be awesome.
Juocher, but they skipped all the way to this one.
Well, they do have a Memorial Edition. I think they have a Memorial Edition for
they did the Mobirate.
Yes, and they also have done one for Lupin versus Pada.
Wait, a Memorial Edition already for that?
Yeah, I believe so. You have to look it up though. It's
that's
includes
too early.
They include the little business card thing or whatever, the playing card from. So yeah, you have to look that up. So, but like I said, guys, if you want to get this, you can go to Tokullectibles and order it there. David, what do you think, man?
It looks really awesome. And of course, as I said before, I don't really watch much of Super Sentai, but I totally get something like this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would agree with you on that, but guys, like I said, if you want to order this, you can more than likely order it. You're able to order it through Tokullectibles, and it will be in the description underneath this video. So next up, we're going to move on to the next topic. We're getting through these topics like crazy. Let's see. Here we go. Power Rangers meet and greet. So, guys, they're going to be at this Sesame Street thing, and it's June. We can meet the people in the Rangers in their suits, the red, all the 5 Mighty Morphin Rangers. These are going to be people in Ranger suits. It's not the actors, so I know people are probably thinking, we're gonna
autographs.
So there's the schedule right there if you want to look at it. Saturday, June 4th, which is going to be this is next month, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. There's your schedule right there. And you can get your tickets there in order to go to this event. I might have to actually look this up and see if I can post it in the description because I haven't had a chance. But so, guys, this is just an event where you guys can get pictures with these
suits.
The characters of Power Rangers, suit wise, kind of like how they did when they were promoting Power Rangers, a Turbo Power Rangers movie, where they had the red Turbo Ranger show up at a Walmart. I remember that when I was a kid.
There's another. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead, David.
Okay. I actually am having a flashback. I don't know if you guys remember this. Back when Disney had the franchise, there were people dressed as the Power Rangers at Disney World, and you'd get to meet them there. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That was for
the Disney World.
It was at the MGM Studios. It was
MGM
Studios.
Yeah,
they had this car. They went around and they had different Ranger.
Yeah, I remember once going on a trip there. Way back when. I remember seeing them there. So yeah.
So this is basically what this is when you're meeting these people in the costumes. So, But you know what? It's something fun for the kids, and I mean, if you're an adult fan, it's fun for you too. So, guys, if you're interested, check that out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, moving right along. So,
And tonight's show has been brought to you by the letter 22, because since today's the 22nd.
Isn't 22 a number, not a letter?
Oh,
this is brought to
number.
you by the number 22.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. What do you
It's
expect?
educational.
Educational.
That's how we pronounce education.
So, let me ask Rick, what do you think of this meet and greet event for the kids and everything?
Sure.
Really? That's all I
I
can
mean,
say.
where's it at?
It's at the Sesame Street thing or something like that.
Ohio, Indiana, California.
I have to look. Hold on.
I think it's in Pennsylvania.
I believe so. Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Oh,
Yep.
oh,
No, it's Philadelphia. So yeah.
Oh, I was right. Okay.
Sesame Street, Philadelphia.
So it can go choke because it ain't here.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if
Anyway.
they start doing a roaming thing, it might become cooler. I'm not driving to Pittsburgh or Philadelphia or wherever that motherfucking town is.
So what do you think, David?
Oh, that's cool. I mean, Power Rangers crossed with Sesame Street. I mean, that's an interesting kind of crossover, even though that's not actually happening.
Well, sometimes Big Bird might just be the villain of the week.
Or the monster of the day.
Close enough.
So, guys, we're going to be moving on to PMC 2022, which is guest announcements and some other stuff.
Oh, boy.
So, before we move on to this, we talked about somebody being at Ranger Stop, which was Samuel Benta.
Mm-hmm.
And we were both going back and forth. I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
it's great. It's great that, he's going to be able to go to this convention. And we said, well, more than likely, I'll be shocked if he's at PMC, if he's going to be at PMC this year. And
look
I'll
what-
be very shocked.
Forever before he gets the PMC.
And so Monday morning, come to find out, they announced another Power Ranger cast member joining the guest roster for PMC, and that is Samuel Benta. Samuel Benta's going to be there, guys.
We predicted the future.
So
I
this
don't-
whole he won't be there for years thing turned into the next day PMC being, we'll show you.
Oh, we'll show you. We'll bring him. And guys, I've already seen a lot of comments saying, didn't he steal a banner from PMC?
Well, he did make the video addressing what really happened, so.
Exactly.
He made the video addressing his side.
Right.
We still don't
Exactly.
know which side is correct.
Yeah.
All we do know is even when the banner was taken, the research was never done to try to figure out who actually did it.
Exactly.
And we still don't know what became of the banner, so.
So, guys,
And that
Once again-
banner's never been seen.
and let me tell you this right now. I'll say this again. Do not ask him about that. I mean, I have a feeling you're going to, but you have
No,
the right to
don't.
say, I have a feeling people are going to, but I'll say this right now. He has a right to say, I'd rather not talk about that.
He has the right to turn around and be like, hey, PMC security, can you remove these guys from my line?
And guys, please be respectful to him, okay?
Yeah.
It's good that he's actually fine doing conventions. And I'm going to, and I said, you know what? I remember I said, I wish I could go to Ranger Stop so I could see this guy and get my script signed. Well, don't have to worry about going to Ranger Stop because he's going to PMC. So I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I can bring the script with. I'll bring the script with me. I'll have him sign it. Both. There we go. So I'm all set.
Yippee.
So we're gonna go ahead, but guys, he's gonna be there all week, the whole weekend. Like I
Yep.
said, guys, try to
Be respectful.
be respectful, and not that's to every actor there. but especially him because it was a surprise a lot that he's been invited to PMC, but I'm not saying it's a bad surprise. I'm happy that he's going to be there because everybody deserves a second chance.
I figured it'd be a couple more years at least, but
yep,
I'm glad to be wrong.
At this point, we should start buying lottery tickets.
Yeah, I did that.
He did that yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I mean, at this point, it's like this, like.
So
if we're guessing at this point, might as well put our guessing to good use.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only hit 6 out of 6.
Yeah.
I wish.
So,
I hit 6 incorrectly out of all 6 numbers.
right.
So still 6 out of 6, just not the correct ones.
So we're going to go ahead to the next guest, which is Diane
Salinger.
Thank you. Diane Salinger. She played the voice of Queen Banshira in Lightspeed Rescue. She will be there this whole weekend. I don't think she's ever been to PMC before. I know a lot of the Lightspeed cast has been there, but she'll be there that weekend. So, guys, definitely come by and say hi to her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really cool.
Isn't this her first convention?
I don't know. Because I said, I don't think I've ever seen her at PMC. She might have been at other conventions. Because she's a voice actress, so she might have done a lot of other stuff. So
yeah.
So she may have shown up and we just not recognize her.
More than likely, yeah. So also, guys, next up, it's not a guest announcement; it's something else.
Mm-hmm.
Power Morphicon has an official podcast that you can go on Spotify and you can listen to it, and they can talk about a lot of. It's hosted by some of the people that have actually worked for PMC, I'm guessing. And guys, you can take a listen, and they'll talk about the experience and everything. So yeah, that's up and running on Spotify. You guys can check that out. And then also, guys, our next guest announcement. Rick, I'm going to give you this one because you probably know this guest, and you probably. It's somebody from Super Sentai.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Give me a moment here. Yeah.
Honored guest.
Yep.
Don't know how to pronounce his name.
Jack Condor. Tashahide. Okay, I'm butchering the name.
Tashihide Wakamatsu.
There you go. Well, Dave, we're just going to go to you from now on.
How he pronounced it, I bet.
Yeah. I mean, I looked very carefully. I looked very thoroughly at his name. So.
I mean, you literally have to say that.
That's what I was trying to do.
Like when you're saying their name, you guys sound like you're hawking something like Tohashi, like that. You want to say the name like that. But so he's an honored guest, guys. Exclusive appearance, courtesy of Toku Spirits, which is a type of online convention thing they've done. And they do things, they sign autographs for people, and they do these video things. And it's awesome that we're going to get at least one Sentai cast member at PMC this year. So who knows if we're going to get more? We'll just stay tuned for that.
Unfortunately, probably not, just because of travel restrictions. But
yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, true. But I mean, they're able to get him, so you never know.
Yeah.
And
also next,
go ahead. Never mind.
No, go ahead, David.
When Super Sentai guests come, do you know if they need an English interpreter or if they can speak English?
Well, there's some.
I think it's 50-50. Because I know several of them do know some English, but they don't know enough. So they usually do have an interpreter with them, just on the off chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when
the guy that did Mammoth Ranger, I believe, knew English. But I think the one that played Trana Ranger may not have known English as well.
Yeah, Yuta, and I know Reiko Chiba. She knew some English, but not that much. She only knew certain, she could speak a little bit of English, but not as much as, So that's why they have to have their translator with them when they go to these conventions.
I am 99% sure they learn English in grade school.
Mm-hmm.
But once they're done with like 2 years of it, I think it becomes more of an elective. And just like anyone here who doesn't take a foreign language or use it on a regular basis, bye.
So when you talk to the actors, guys, when you talk to the Japanese actors, and they they're looking exactly, and if they look confused what you're saying because they can't understand you because they don't speak English, the translator next to them will tell them and everything. So,
or if you have if you have a translator app with you,
Yeah, and also the translator that's right next to them, the interpreter, will tell them like, hey, this is what he's looking for. He wants to buy it, and all that stuff. So
if they do know some English, sometimes in order to convey the point, if they don't have a translator or their translator is off getting a drink, don't use a lot of like can't, don't, the conjecture, the words with commas. I can't remember the terminology right now. But so like, I'm going to get coffee. I'm going for coffee. Sometimes you might want to dumb down what you're saying, not because they're not intelligent enough to understand it, but because certain words don't translate correctly due to language barrier. So, like when at work, when my department, when I was in the inventory department, and we had a couple people who didn't understand English too well, I would remove words like of, the, and just the smaller words that don't translate 100% correctly, and it got the point across. And then as they started to learn more English, started putting those words back in.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is how
they are intelligent enough to get it. It's just sometimes you got to work with them to get it.
So if you guys are wondering how to pronounce his name, I put it in my translator on my app. So listen to this. Listen.
What's up?
Let's see. Wakakama Moshide. Toshide. So it's Toshide.
So E is an A.
Oh.
So the name would be back. So it's basically backwards. So
that's because over in a lot of countries overseas, it's the family name first.
Right.
So what we call our last name.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Toshide.
And then, of course, then their proper name. So whenever they're in school and stuff, they're actually, I believe, called by their last name, which, their family name.
Yeah.
So I guess like for Hayao Miyazaki, they would just call him Miyazaki or something.
Pretty much, yes.
Exactly. So next up, guys, we got another guest announcement. So here we go.
And yes, I'm guessing from what I've gathered from watching Super Sentai for several years.
Okay.
So
moving on to the next guest. Here we go. It is this guy composed some of the music, helped compose like some music. Malik
Yusuf, I think.
Yusuf. He did some composed work for Power Rangers, Saban's Power Rangers.
Yusuf.
Yeah. The movie. So he will be there as well, guys. I'm trying to think of what else. I think he's. Look at this. They have that song on from the Power Ranger soundtrack, the score.
Yeah,
But,
don't play it because it could get us copyright striked.
No, I'm just looking for it. Hold on. I'm curious about what the.
No, go ahead, play it. We don't want to be on here anyways.
Was it the? Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's that one. Yeah.
Achieve it all.
I've got the power.
And there we go.
So yeah, that's. I mean, I guess he worked, but he's a rapper as well, and he does a lot of. So he will be there.
Jake,
Definitely
I
stop
can now
by.
walk around here naked.
Oh dear God. So then he will be there. So guys, stop by and say hi to him. And guys, if you want to, oh no, sit down. Sit your ass down. So guys, if you want to follow along for PMC, we also have a YouTube channel that you guys can subscribe, and you can check out some of their past PMC experience videos, like from the very first PMC. But guys, if you want to check them out, they're on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're going to be posting a lot more videos on there for the next PMC.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye out for that.
Yep.
So, and also, guys, this is funny because this is the new logo for 2022, which is representing this year. The Say by the Bell look to the, and it says right here under here, Monday. So tomorrow, something's coming, some announcement. The pass is already on sale, but it makes you wonder why it says Monday.
Maybe another guest announcement, or maybe
they're going to give me my pass.
That could be it. They could be, I don't know.
It could literally just be an advertisement to let me know I'm getting my pass.
They heard. But guys, this Monday, apparently something's happening. They didn't really specify it. It just says.
What?
Whose car's going off?
Oh, sorry, it's me. I have the window open. I'll close it. Sorry.
It's your car?
No, it's not mine. I don't have a car with me.
So this could and that's how you shut it up. That's how you shut up a car alarm.
Is there any other way to shut up a car alarm?
A bat.
It's it's just one of my neighbor's cars. So.
Well, they're probably going to go like this. Shut that thing. Oh, that's my car. Boop, boop. So what do you take this for, Rick? What do you think? Them saying Power Morphicon Monday.
Again, they still need to get me my pass, so maybe
Not all about you, Rick.
Maybe it's that by Monday they are going to put up an announcement. All passes have been transferred over. If you are experiencing issues, we have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week call center open to assist you with humans, not computers.
Yeah, that's a.
I don't know.
Yeah, David, what about you, man?
I mean, who knows what might become of this? It might be a huge guest announcement or something that has to do with the passes. But yeah, but who knows?
So guys,
I think Joe Johnson for all we know.
That's what somebody was thinking. I'm like,
oh my God. Well, that's okay.
That's okay. A big stretch.
Yeah,
big stretch there.
Hey, I have no problem with that because I already met her. So.
So have I.
Yeah,
Rick
we're
missed
lucky.
his chance. So.
Not only will Amy Jo Johnson be at Power Morphicon, but we're going to have to raise everybody's tickets by $50 in cost in order to help cover getting her here. So be prepared to open your bank accounts.
Oh, they'll just probably do a separate event for it.
Yeah,
you know,
and just imagine seeing her line, like going all the way, like, yeah.
Dude, if it's like Jason Dave Frank's line, dude, it's gonna be
exactly.
10 times,
yeah,
it's gonna be 10 times
bigger.
Long,
yep.
So.
Honestly, with both of them there, if it is her, I think she would outdo his line.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I have no problem because I already met her. So
yep.
Yeah.
Rick still hasn't met her yet. He could have met her at Lexington, but kind of had other things going on. So
yeah,
it happens. So speaking of Rick, guys, we are finally in Rick's Boom Time. And guys,
Ooh.
pretty cool one. So, but first, we got 2 issues from the 100 Charge to 100.
Yeah.
And then there's a one-shot comic, but I'll let Rick take it from here.
So, all right. First up is going to be Mighty Morphin number 22. We got the main cover. This is going to come out August 3rd. So this is the issue that is coming out just before PMC.
And the description.
The description. A Ranger returns. With their help, the team can finally turn the tide of battle, but not without consequences. Will the Power Rangers forge a new path together despite their differences? Meanwhile, Kim receives some much-needed perspective from a fellow Ranger, offering her a glimpse of hope for the future. As the dust begins to settle, will this Mighty Morphin team settle on a sense of identity and discover their true role in the universe? So, interesting. So we got the main cover with Rocky, Aisha, and Adam. We have a variant cover.
It kind of looks like a legacy cover, doesn't it? A little
Yeah,
bit.
it does actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's listed as the variant. None of these are listed as legacy covers, so.
Yeah.
But this would definitely be one to be the legacy cover. I would love. Of course, the next ones are also ones I would love, but yeah.
Okay,
so, yeah.
That is actually cool. Looks like.
Yeah. That variant cover is probably going to be expensive.
I'm trying to think of, it looks like he's in some sort of void or whatever. Some sort of energy.
Yeah. That is true. But the next one, I would love to get my hands on.
Representing
because I'm
Tommy.
pretty sure this tells us who the Ranger returning is.
Oh. But wait. Yeah, Matt, and then you've got
Tommy.
I mean,
Tom.
That would be very interesting.
Because Return of the Green Ranger happened during season 2 with the Gigazord and Tigerzord fighting, Wizard of Deception. This could be literally Tom returning.
That could be a possibility.
Considering at this point, you either have the Omega Rangers returning once again, or you have Tom. There is no other returning Ranger. Well, actually, there is one. There is one other that could return, and that is the one that survived with Grace from 1969.
Oh yeah, that's true. So,
but no power. So I'm pretty sure this cover pretty much gives it away.
Right.
Now, it's not confirmed, but yeah.
All right, so you ready for issue 22?
Power Rangers? Yes.
And here we go.
I
love this suit.
And they finally used the helmet.
The whole suit, the stealth suit.
So, with the new Power Ranger wreaking havoc and bringing destruction, Andros realizes the scale of his mistake and that the planet is in grave danger. But when the deadly Power Ranger seeks a new host, An unexpected, much beloved victim becomes the next tool of death at the expense of the Omegas. So, a much beloved victim. Interesting.
So let's go ahead and go through the variants.
Yep. So this is the main cover. Then variant number 1. Just Jason sitting there. Actually, that don't even look like Jason.
I know they got.
That's not Jason. There's Zane in that same energy field as Tommy was in the other cover. And you have Zach.
Mm-hmm.
And his hip-hop keto style.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
guys, before we move on to the next one, this is pretty cool. That's all I got to say. But all I can say is this design of this Ranger that you're going to see here is awesome. So, Rick, here we go.
Uh-huh. Because August 31st, we get another Power Rangers Unlimited Death Ranger.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So go ahead and read the little
The legendary Omega Rangers defend the universe from evil thousands of years ago. The 6 of them, using their elemental powers to protect others from sinister forces. But that all changed when one key member turned on the others, seduced by the death-defying powers of the Rangers' greatest foe. How does this Power Ranger connect to what's locked in the mysterious Omega Vault in Safe Haven so many millennia later, as everything converges in the highly anticipated Charge to 100? So, as we see, he's like a brownish gold type color, like a bronze. Now the back shows like a face in the helmet. Now, they show more than just the eyes. They actually show the jaw. Well,
Yep.
The mouth.
Yeah, a little bit of it, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, mostly like on the right side. Yeah.
Because, yeah. And
Now,
then
listen.
down below,
Yeah.
they show a shadow coming off of him. And if you look at the shadow, you notice where the helmet is, there are 3 spikes. That's leading some people to think that this is going to involve Draken. We don't know.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Because instead of blowing it up and actually getting a closer image, Nate decided to try to cut it out. But
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
and I mean, the thing is, if you look at the shoulders, it looks like it really could be Draken. But nothing in the description gives that thought, and the fact that this takes place in the past. This takes place when there were 6 Omega Rangers. Now, we know Red blue, yellow, and black. And now we have this bronze brown one. What is the sixth color? We don't know. It could be silver. It could be orange.
You ready for the next variant?
Yes. This is a female. And, well, I guess we know what the sixth color is.
It looks
Gold?
yellow. I think it's yellow.
Looks more gold.
Well, that could be yellow, but if you look at the suit, that looks purple.
Yeah.
Well, the black part, yeah, looks purple-ish, but
So it could be a purple Omega.
maybe.
It could be gold. It could be silver. It could just be really brightened up photo of yellow.
Yep.
Regardless, I'm thinking about trying to find this cover.
And so the next variant, we get a better look.
Oh, yeah. Bring on Death Ranger.
I mean, look at that. Guys, I've got to say, and I know that Star Child, I think it's called, props are working on this helmet. And oh my God, look at that design. The suit itself looks awesome, but if you look at it, look at the design of the helmet. You got the little
mouthpiece is cracked.
Well, actually, that's probably part of the mouthpiece. That's probably the mouthpiece.
Yeah, it could be, but at the same time,
But
it could be
a
mouthpiece.
But I think that is an awesome design of this new Ranger, the Death Ranger.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I mean, guys, Hasbro, Boom Studios, I applaud you for this. Because look, that looks freaking awesome.
So we'll go to PMC with only having Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers 22 coming out. And after we get back from enjoying PMC, we immediately get this. So, hell yeah.
So, Rick, by reading the description in Power Rangers, it does state in there that a threat, and I'm guessing could be this guy right here.
That is my belief, because usually when they do one of these Power Ranger universes, it's literally to explain the character that they're introducing.
Right.
Or to provide some sort of origin that's not really an origin. So, yeah.
So there you go.
At the end of the day, make sure to swing by your local comic book shops. Tell them you want these. Be like, hey, I'm interested in these. Can you hold them for me so I can come in and buy them when they come out?
Yeah.
Add them to a pull list. But, buy past issues if you haven't. Support the small business. Support the local comic book shop. Just support the paper copy.
So, David?
I've been buying comics for so long that when I was a kid, this actually had a cover. But I didn't protect it. Yeah. I was once young and stupid.
So David?
Buy comics.
Yes.
In order to preserve the single issues, bags and boards are always nice.
So, David, what do you think of the look of the Death Ranger?
Oh my God! Wow, he looks pretty incredible, and the teeth are especially very noticeable.
And I mean, the design itself is.
He's out for food.
Oh God, man! The zombie Ranger.
Imagine
Safe Haven don't have a KFC.
Imagine touching his shield at the end, and then poke, and then you get a little cut or whatever.
But I mean, I look forward to this. And guys, so definitely look out for those issues that are coming out in August, and definitely pick up Power Rangers Unlimited Death Ranger when it comes out the 31st. That's the 31st comes out, right?
Yep.
And also, since they are coming out with, I mean, when does Power Rangers Unlimited Countdown to Ruin come out? Sometime in June or July?
I think July. It might be June.
So, guys,
I don't know offhand. So keep an eye out for that too.
So, I mean, also, guys, I'm sure this will be released in a 2 comic set where it'll have the Countdown to Ruin and Death Ranger in 1 comic. So that's another thing they always do at Boom Studios. That way, you guys. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to get them as that because I already have the Power Rangers Unlimited, Heir to Darkness, and Edge of Darkness in 1 comic. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out. But now, guys, we are on our final topic, which is our. If I can get this back up. Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2.
You need to get rid of your neighbors.
Oh, you can still hear it, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm moving. Yeah, I'm moving. Yeah, I know. No, I'm moving because it's getting annoying.
No, just get rid of your neighbors. Send them to Shadow Realm or something. I don't know.
Shadow Realm? Is that Yu-Gi-Oh? Anyway, Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2 episode rates. And we are rating, we are going to be talking about and rating episode 9, The Hunt. Now, the last time we left off with Dino Fury, they were in the process of looking for parts to make a new robot general, which his name is Snag Eye. I think it's Snag Eye. Yeah, Snag Eye. Because they are in the hunt for Void Knight. So you guys have seen this episode, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
A while.
So Rick, why don't you explain this right here?
Like I said, it's been a while.
I only watched it once, so I'm there with you.
Yeah. Go ahead, tell us.
You have any idea, David?
I wish I could have watched it again.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. So yeah, they're creating the
See, that's back on Netflix.
general, another robotic general named Snag Eye, which he's hunting down Void Knight, aka Tarek. So he ends up taking the Rangers. He ends up absorbing the 4 Rangers and to his body, where he and I think he also ends up absorbing the Red Ranger as well. And the only one that's left to help is Javi and Tarek, Void Knight, which the Rangers are still hesitant on trusting him after all the stuff that they've been through with him. So during the fight, Tarek and Javi fight him, but then in order to get them out, Javi slashes an attack where, in his eye, I think it is, because that's where he's keeping the Rangers, behind his eye, and which gives it a chance for Zato to escape. So once he comes out, Void Knight can't fight anymore, and we get, like, as you guys remember, the origin, the story, like saying when Void Knight first appeared in episode 1 of Dino Fury Season 1, Zato recognized the armor, and we finally know
why,
what he used to make that armor. as you can see right here, the Dino Knight Morpher and the Dino Knight key. He tells them that he used these in order to create his armor. This, the Morpher, was actually his shield. This whole time, his shield was the Dino Knight Morpher.
Transport.
And then you've got the key in order to access that power. So we now know that he found those. He said he found those years ago, a long time ago, and used it to create his armor. So Zato, he hands it to Zato because he knew that it was good in the hands of a ranger. Considering Zato used this in the past, this was his armor. And now we debut the Dino Knight armor.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a little bit like the Triassic Ranger.
So, yep. Transforms into the Dino Knight Red Ranger. Turn that off. And he fights off Snag Eye. Wins, of course, because, you know, the good guys always win. And this is where Terror comes out, and the Rangers were able to escape. And Tarek introduces himself to the Rangers. So, guys, if you want to take it from here, tell me what happens. Just by looking at here.
Isn't this where he gets captured?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. I think I remember.
And
Because I know he didn't get much time with the Rangers after pretty much switching sides.
yeah, and he tells them, you know, his name, who he is, and he tells them about his wife, Centaura, aka Void Queen. Now, Tarek has been taken from Void Queen, and now he's kind of in a bind. So what's going to happen? You guys are going to have to wait to find out.
Yeah.
In the next episode, but you guys can watch that right now on Netflix. Check out just watch it, check it out on Netflix, and you'll get to see all 11 episodes of the first half of season 2. So, hi Bella, how you doing? Anyway, Kat wants to be a part of the show. So, let's go ahead and give our rate. I love this episode. It explained a lot about the Dino Knight, the Void Knight's armor, and how he was able to. Because instead of just saying, "Oh, well, he was a Rafcon, he was a Rafconian, he was from Rafcon," but no, he found this more than likely during the Sporix Beast War, when the Rangers were fighting Sporix Beast, and the Red Ranger lost his Dino Knight Morpher during the fight, and he ended up inhabiting it to use it. He crash landed. So I give this episode 10 because the story explains a lot, and I just can't wait to see what else. I can't wait to see what else happens in the rest of the season. Rick, what do you say?
I don't think he's that old that he was there during the Sporks fight. I think he may have found it later, like after he had landed on Earth.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
But who knows? I think that it would have been nice to get more of a story with him. And unfortunately, being captured is
kind of puts a damper on things.
Not a good way to continue a story that was just starting.
So what would you give it
I'd give it an 8.
Okay. All right, David, from what you remember.
I mean, I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
And we forgot to mention there was a subplot involving a ghost.
That's right. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Wait,
was
it this
magician ghost.
It was in this episode, yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that. That was in the next episode.
It might have been. I don't know. Oops.
Oh, well, whatever. I think
okay.
It probably was this episode. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, okay.
So, anyway, but yeah. So, I gave it a 10. Rick gave it a 8. David gave it a 9. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the rest of the season. It's been really good so far. More than likely, he'll be back in the fall. So, but anyway, before we sign off, I want to give Rick his opportunity to.
Yeah. Again, support your local comic book shops, support your small businesses, spend lots of money because the comic book stores or sometimes game stores as well, like tabletop, card game, not video game. Although some may actually have a video game or two, but definitely support your local comic book shops. They're small businesses. They need all the support they can get. So.
And David, what would you like to say, man?
Tonight was a good episode, and likewise, looking forward to what happens in the rest of the season. So, yep.
All right, guys, go ahead and mute your mics. So, guys, that is our episode for tonight. We will have another episode next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube as usual. So, guys, if you didn't get to watch this episode, it will be recorded. You guys can check it out. I will post more links for, where you can buy the Blue Ranger helmet, the Power Lance. So, guys, keep an eye out for that. And also for the meet and greet, I'll try to put some more information on that as well. So, guys, thank you for watching again. We got some more news talked about next week. So stay tuned for that. Our episode next week is 167, and the title will be shown at the end of this episode. So, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, stay more phenomenal. And as Zordon always says, may the power protect you. And remember, it's morphin' time. Dino Fury Key. Activate. Link to Morphing Grid. Can I do it? That's the best I could do, guys. Because this thing it's like, you literally got to turn it like quick. So there you go. All right, everybody. And we have a good night.
Good night.
Bye. Oh, going primal. Okay. Optimus Primus coming. Oh, God, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, really, Rick? All right, yeah. We got to stop this. Yeah, later.
Oils everywhere!